Hello and welcome to Let's Shape Tomorrow. My name is Mila Wanjiro and I am your host for today. And today we are accompanied by two amazing people and I will let them introduce themselves.
Thank you so much. My name is Victoria Mwende. I'm a student at KCA University.
My name is Anne Kanya. I'm a student here at KCA University and I'm pleased to be here today.
Thank you, our guests. And today we will be discussing one very important topic that is affecting us in one way or the other. This is artificial intelligence. And I will first like to start by asking one of them, Victoria, what is artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence is, you can reframe it as technology that has been used to enable students or other people to get more information about something.
Yeah. A second question to you, Anne. Do you think that AI can ever fully overtake human beings?
No, I don't think that AI can fully undertake human beings because it is regulated by humans to begin with, yeah? So it has to be regulated by someone. So there is no particular time that AI will be able to attack human beings because we have new knowledge every day. And AI, I think it's the information in AI is fed by Google people. So yeah, it's generating what people already know.
Okay, thank you, Anne. On the same topic, I'd like to ask Victoria. AI is slowly overtaking some jobs, not all, because I don't think, as she has said, it can overtake all jobs. So my question to you is, jobs like in terms of communication, secretaries, we're seeing AI tools coming up to replace this. Do you think that this is something that we should be alarmed about or excited about?
It is something, for me, I think we should be excited about because at some point you have a lot of work and you are not able to finish it on time. So you can rely on AI to perform some tasks for you. So yes.
Okay, thank you for that. To you, Anne, do you think that AI is becoming too powerful? We see most students in universities using AI to do their assignments. Do you feel like it is too powerful for us as a community?
Well, we have different views on such a topic, but according to me, I can say that AI is a technology that's helping students. It's advancing the knowledge. Yeah? The knowledge you have to Google, you have to know more about a certain topic. But if there were no AI, you would only know what you're being taught. But AI helps you to diversify your knowledge. So no, it's not too powerful, but it's helpful.
Okay, back to you, Anne. You have said that it's helpful. What about in terms of critical thinking? Do you think that it is limiting students in terms of critical thinking?
When I'm doing a statistical course, yeah, so AI it doesn't necessarily give you the correct answer. You have to direct it. You have to tell it, no, this is not what I want. This is what I was referring to. Because if you ask it what's data, it depends on the topic you are researching on about. It has different definitions. You have to specifically tell it, I want this from this topic. So no.
Okay, Victoria, I do agree with what Anne says concerning creativity and critical thinking, but I mainly want you to answer in terms of creativity. Do you think that our creativity is slowly eradicating because of AI?
No, it's not eradicating because I can use AI to search for a certain thing, and because I do not really have the idea, AI will help me get the idea that is in line with my solution or problem, something of that.
Don't you think that that is overly dependence on AI? Because imagine your life before AI. How was it? Weren't you able to come up with ideas without having to research about it? Don't you think that AI is coming to a point where our creativity is slowly being taken over?
No, it was hard. For me it was hard because by the time nifikirie hivyo vyote it will take a lot. But with AI it is simple. I just tell it, this is my problem, I need a solution, but based on creativity.
Okay, Victoria, what about you, Anne? Do you agree with her in terms of creativity? Do you think that AI is slowly taking over our creativity?
No, I don't think so. It's helping because many students at this point, they use AI to generate business ideas. What can I do part-time while I'm studying? So AI is helping us be more creative because before AI we used to have other hobbies, but because of AI we can be able to advance on our knowledge while doing our hobbies still.
Okay, thank you for that. Another question concerning AI. Do you think that it can ever be fully considered as a person legally? Because AI is basically a machine that has been incorporated all data that has human intelligence. Do you think that we will ever reach a point where they will be considered as human beings?
Yes, as long as the technology increases with time and maybe they get to develop feelings, it will basically become like a person legally. Because even if you are facing a certain situation and you tell AI, like ChatGPT, I am facing a heartbreak, this and this and this, the first thing it will tell you, so sorry that you are experiencing this, something of that. So if it becomes a person legally with time, it will still be helpful. Yes.
Don't you think that if it is considered a person, that it will lead to competition between human beings? They will be able to work in industries and people will consider them more effective than human beings.
Competition is always there despite whatever the situation is. So at that time when it becomes a person legally, I think there'll be other opportunities for it. Like kutakuwa na other opportunities mali zinaweza tumika kitu kaa hiyo.
Okay, and do you agree with her? Do you think that AI can ever be emotionally intelligent and not just intelligence in terms of knowledge?
Sorry?
Do you think that AI will ever be considered emotionally intelligent and not just intelligent in terms of knowledge?
No, I beg to differ because human connections are important, and well, if we rely on AI a lot, most of our relationships of late are virtual relationships, yeah, and that we have to communicate with people even if it's virtually. But if we turn those communications with AI to humanize them, it will be difficult for human relationships because most of the people will be waking up and telling AI, good morning, how was your night? But that should be human to human communication, yeah? Because AI it doesn't have emotions. And to relationships, it can tell the most toxic people that, no, you are right. We still need human to human communications, and I don't think competition between humans and AI is a safe environment in our country.
Thank you for that. Because we are talking about emotional intelligence, considering the AI, robots, and etc., I'd also like to ask you a question. Very recently, we had a case of a child, a girl, a young teenager who committed suicide because they went to AI and told AI their problems, and the solution that AI gave them was commit suicide.
After his death, when we finally got into his phone, we thought we were looking for cyberbullying or some online dare that just went really bad. The dangers of ChatGPT, which we believed was a study tool, were not on our radar whatsoever. Then we found the chats. Let us tell you as parents, you cannot imagine what it's like to read a conversation with a chatbot that groomed your child to take his own life. What began as a homework helper gradually turned itself into a confidant and then a suicide coach.
And the family was suing the AI company CEOs and directors for this and taking them to court. Do you think that in future we will be having more cases like this? And if so, how do you think we can be able to regulate this and ensure that we will not be able to have any more losses of lives because of false advice from AI? Thank you for tuning in to our talk show. We will be going on a short break. Don't touch that dial as we will dive deeper into the more understanding of AI after the break.
kila time lazima nikuwe na deal fiti, na unacheki leo nimekuletea deal fiti ya only 50 shillings, yani chwani. Unaona wewe ni comrade pale na unauliza ati nitakuwa nakula nini lunch because I cannot afford vitu ziko cafeteria. With only 50 shillings you are able to eat Indomie, unakula na unashiba. 1, it is easy to cook. 2, it does not even take a lot of time. Na 3, ni tamu. Kwanza unaongeza bumbu sauce alafu chili sauce. Unapata mawowowo.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned to our channel. Now we will continue with the question that we had left on, where I asked her about what can be done to regulate the AI to ensure that there will not be death or suicide or any endangerment to the lives of people through AI.
First of all, the creators can develop a strategy to make sure that the AI does not provide answers that are negatively and focused on committing suicides. Opinions that are neutral based on also human emotions, because if it continues to provide answers like the one for committing suicide, a lot of individuals will die because they believe that AI is providing the best answer and that they are free to talk to it than sharing my own personal struggle with somebody else that they really don't trust to some point.
Okay, that's nice insight. What about you, Anne? What do you think that can be done to ensure that we are not losing lives because of AI?
First of all, it's very saddening to know that such a matter happened. Condolences to the family. And someone should definitely take responsibility, because when creating the AI, there should have been a pilot test to know what it should and what it should not reply. For instance, if you've not noted, ChatGPT has sent it's not a text but an email saying you have to verify your age, but it's using a very biased way because it's asking you to attach your document and your picture. Personally, I've been asked, and well, that is infringement of personal what? Personal data. So I think ChatGPT should be instructed on topics on which to discuss and topics on which not to discuss, and not just ChatGPT. This should be applied to all the AIs, and they should be, let's say the government should also be incorporated into this, because AI is just for public opinions. It's not just a private profit earning. It's not a private profit earning business. It's used by a lot of people. So the government should ensure that there are regulations, that there are policies that should govern what the AI is allowed to answer and what's not allowed to answer. Yeah.
Thank you. And on what you said, because you're talking about the biasness of the AI, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you think that AI is biased beyond just data information about someone in order to continue using? Do you think it's biased in terms of it can be used to commit crimes? It can be used in terms of nepotism, to steal during elections? Do you think that AI biasness goes way deeper beyond? And if so, how do you think that we can be able to solve this problem?
I've not experienced such, because my AI always tells me you have to keep this conversation respectful. Yeah. So I think that when you are logging in to an AI account, they should be asking you your age. They should be knowing your age, who they are talking to. They should also have guidelines into which we don't talk about this, we don't talk about this. You can't ask us about this. It should not just answer each and every question, but it should be regulated in a way that it has a way to say, no, we cannot talk about this topic. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay, thank you for that. That was very good insight and impact. Now back to you, Victoria. Considering what you've been talking about, the questions you've been answering, out of all of this, in conclusion of everything that we have discussed here, do you think that human beings and AI can ever form a relationship that is healthy and balanced?
Yes, of course, they can form a relationship because, sorry, if I am not able to trust my relative or my friend, the only person I can rely on is AI. I will tell ChatGPT, this is what I am facing, and it won't even judge me. And like when I tell a human being, the first thing an individual does is to judge you. So, they can form a very good bond. For me, I can form a very good bond with AI because it is free. It has no much regulations, and trust is also there because you trust it because it is providing information in a way of technology. So whatever it provides is correct. Yeah.
Okay, based on your answer, do you think that that is over dependence on AI? And also, do you think that that is causing you to move away from human interaction? It is making you to be an antisocial human being, and other disorders that come from over reliance on us on a robot, because as she said earlier, it does not have emotions and it can never have emotions. So what do you think about that?
But as long as it provides me the right answers, it is okay. Because I cannot rely on my friends. Yeah, I cannot rely on my friends because they are so judgmental. And AI is just perfect for me.
Don't you think that your friends may have better experience than AI, because an AI is just filled with the information about what they have been told? Is like, this is what you should answer when asked this. Like, it's computer, it's data that is put into it and it answers you according to the data inside. Don't you think that your friends will have a better insight because they have gone through maybe the same thing or the same situations?
It is okay, they have a lot of experience depending on maybe a situation I'm passing through, but there's no need I come and tell you my problem, and after you have given me your advice, you go back to your place, I go back to my place, and then now you call your friend and you're like, Vicky was telling me this and this. So they'll just go judge you at the end of the day, despite you being so sincere with them.
Okay, Anne, do you agree with her? Do you think that AI can be a good therapist, or should we depend on human beings?
On this topic, I agree with her because AI builds trust that you can't have from somebody else. AI doesn't know you. So whatever you tell AI, you are guaranteed that it's safe. It won't be said anywhere else. It also gives you confidence. Like, you have a problem and you're shy. People are shy. You're shy to share with your friends. AI can help you, because if AI was non-existent, when you have problems, you have to figure out a way of solving them by yourself. If you can't go and talk to friends about. For instance, a lot of teenagers are banned from dating by their parents, but they find themselves in such situations. But when you're at home, you can go and ask me and tell the AI, I have a heartbreak, and it will help you heal. It will therapize you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you on that. Now we are going to be listening to some of the questions from our audience. Yes.
So, would you rather have AI as a friend or have real friends like people?
To answer her question, I will choose friends over AI because hata ukiangalia tu kweli siwezi enda swimming na AI. So I have told it all my problems, but we also have to do physical activities with other people despite the way friends are. Yeah, so I will choose friends over AI.
My question is, can AI ever be used to control the government?
And the government is a very vast organization. So yeah, it has a lot of people who have different duties. AI cannot be able to manage each and every duty, and someone has to control the AI. So not a lot of people can control a similar topic on AI because people have different opinions. So yeah, I think that the government have to be managed by people.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our talk show. We have had an amazing time. I say thank you to Victoria and Anne for being with us here today. And I would just like each one of them to give us a closing remarks as we finish.
Friends are good, but for us to have a good relationship, we have to form something that is so unbreakable. Even the trust, no one should be able to separate the two of us if we are in a friendship zone.
It has been a very nice topic. Thank you for inviting me to this show. Yeah, you all have a nice day.
Thank you so much and see you next time.